welcome to Chennai for the MRF Challenge. We have 3 races remaining for you this afternoon, and we are kicking off with race 1 for the 1600. So I'm just going to speak to poleman here, Nayan Chatterjee, who's been putting in such a dominant performance with the times. Nayan, what do you expect for the race?
Well, I'm going to keep my head calm and focus on the race. I mean, I'm starting first and my lap time is pretty decent. So I just think I'm going to focus and look for the win.
Thanks very much. Our commentator for today is David Addison. So David, it's over to you.
Thanks, Louise. We are looking forward to what should be a very lively 10-lap race for what are effectively Formula 4 style single-seaters. This MRF Challenge for 1600cc cars. They are based around a Van Diemen chassis. They've got 1600cc Ford Duratec engines, 140 brake horsepower, and they have 5-speed sequential gearboxes. They will very shortly have their formation lap. And when they get back to the grid, Nayan Chatterjee, the man on pole position in the red and black car, will have Arya Singh for company at the front. Sahil Shah lining up on the second row. He had an off in the free practice session yesterday that did the front right corner of that car, but he has recovered from that. And Bala Prasad, who struggled a bit in qualifying this morning, but was very good yesterday in free practice. He will be fourth on the grid, ready for 10 laps around this 3.7 kilometre long circuit. So the car's ready to be released and the green flag unfurled. Very shortly then we will be on the way, and with lots of aggression, Nayan Chatterjee lights up the tyres, blasts away from the grid, trying to get the warmth into the MRF rubber. Storms down towards turn 1. Now he is going to be very hard to beat in this, I would suspect. He was the man second a couple of years ago in the Formula 4 Southeast Asia Championship. He was 6th with 2 wins in this series a season ago, and therefore he has good experience of Formula 4 style cars, and of course he knows the circuit very well. So Nayan Chatterjee, the man to beat, as the MRF and Madras Motorsports Club officials look on, and the cars now turning their way up through the S's, short straight up towards turn 4, and then of course when they slot back into the grid, we will be looking forward to what's going to be the first round of the 2019 championship. Nayan Chatterjee and Arya Singh at the front, ahead of Sahil Shah and then Bala Prasad, who you want to watch, I reckon, to make a little bit more progress here. Then you have Manav Sharma and Sai Sanjay ahead of Rupesh Sivakumar. The British driver Lee Deegan, more of whom are on. Shahan Ali Mohsin is on row 5 with Mihir Baba for company. So the cars then now head towards the grid with Siddharth Mahindra at the rear of the grid. So to the grid comes Chatterjee, and there you can see Rupesh Sivakumar's car, number 66. Behind him is number 48, that's Lee Deegan, who is the winner 2 years ago of the Honda Civic Cup in the UK, which is a championship that runs on JK tyre, on MRF tyres, and so as a prize for that he comes to the MRF Challenge this weekend in the 1600cc cars. Never raced a single-seater before, never been here before, and had a spin yesterday, but he's getting better and better all the time, helped in part by the fact that some of the English engineers here for the 2-litre cars are keeping an eye on him and helping where possible to progress his understanding of this type of race car. So the grid formed, at the very back of which is Siddharth Mahindra, at the front of which is Nayan Chatterjee. 10 laps ready to go. 5 red lights will go out. A bit of creeping from the very back by Mahindra, but as we get underway, a good start made by Nayan Chatterjee, who cuts across the defend from Arya Singh on the way down towards turn 1. And it's going to be Chatterjee from Singh first and second then, as they swing through the first corner and accelerate now up towards turn 2 with under attack for his second place Arya Singh. Sahil Shah right up behind him. They're going through. Number 7 is Manav Sharma, and a rather hesitant number 33 in the mid-pack there, Sai Sanjay, which means that up to attack him comes Mihir Baba, but he can't find a way by, and that in turn brings Siddharth Mahindra into the mix as well. Out of the S's for the first time. The leading 4 getting away a little bit. They've been the quickest 4 really over the course of qualifying and free practice over the weekend thus far, and now as they wriggle their way up towards the 4-5 sequence for the first time, Sahil Shah now crawling all over the back of Arya Singh, and therefore looking as though these two are going to delay one another and enable Nayan Chatterjee to get away as they come out of turn 6 then now. In 4th place, Bala Prasad in the black and white car. Turning up to the left-hander now that will bring them down the short straight towards turn 8, and you can see that already getting away is Nayan Chatterjee, the race leader. They're trying to build the gap side by side for second as Arya Singh goes defensive. Up on the inside line there goes Sahil Shah, but to no avail. Can't find a way by. 4th then as they come through is Bala Prasad, and they swing their way up through the sequence of turns 9 and now 10 up towards the completion of the lap. So Nayan Chatterjee it is who leads the way, but the battle is on. 2nd, 3rd and 4th behind him as they come then now down towards turn 11, over the brow. End of lap 1 beckons, and Nayan Chatterjee is building this advantage all the time. Makes the run now towards the completion of lap number 1, and Nayan Chatterjee then is already clear. 2nd and 3rd running together, Singh ahead of Shah. 4th is Bala Prasad, and then in 5th place as they come through is Manav Sharma. So the race leader goes by with an advantage of half a second at the end of lap number 1. And now we'll see whether that is going to be able to be brought down. I suspect not, given that Arya Singh and Sahil Shah are rather busy squabbling over that 2nd place. And they're taking Bala Prasad with them, but up the curb there, losing a bit of momentum. Arya Singh ran wide, coming out of turn 3. And that therefore brings Sahil Shah very definitely back into the mix. So, as perhaps expected after the way that things went in qualifying, the two cars squabbling for 2nd place, not being able to go at the same pace as the dominant Nayan Chatterjee. His advantage is increasing all the time, so the man from Mumbai leads the way. Chatterjee up towards turn 6, and you can see he's just pulling further and further and further away. He knows the track, he knows the cars, he's got quite a bit of experience away from India as well. In 2nd spot then is Arya Singh, the Kolkata driver, and now Sahil Shah, the reigning Formula 1300 champion, has a look on the inside line, can't do it. Bala Prasad staying with them as they drop down now towards turn 9. Shah trying to find a way by. Now, even though they've got aero on these cars, fixed and wing single-seaters, Sahil Shah getting stuck in and proving that you can overtake if you're really brave around here. Certainly he's having a good go for it, that's for sure. And as now they make the run towards the completion of the lap, battle is on, 2nd and 3rd. Although Bala Prasad, look, they're in 4th place, just falling away ever so slightly as they come there now over the brow. In 5th place, number 7 is Manav Sharma, and Rupesh Sivakumar runs next ahead of the Brit Lee Deegan, and then it's Sai Sanjay down in 8th place. Leader goes through, half a second advantage becomes 2 seconds. So getting further and further away now. Up to turn 2, battle on for 2nd place. Arya Singh still just ahead of Sahil Shah, and off the road is Shahan Ali Mohsin. Now that's going to be round the first couple of corners, isn't it? And out of the car gets Shahan Ali Mohsin, but my fear would be that is in an awkward place. So let's see what develops out of all of this. We've got 8 laps to go, and the race leader, Nayan Chatterjee, pulling clear. There he is, working his way now up towards the completion of lap 3, out on his own. And let's have a replay of the start here, because as the lights went out, you saw the bit of creeping that came from Siddharth Mahindra. I think there's a drive-through penalty going his way as well, incidentally. There's a board out, and I suspect it's for him. But a great start by Chatterjee. Moved straight across, covered the line, and was able to move from the outside. Admittedly, he had that length advantage, but even so, cuts across the front of Arya Singh, defends the lead going into turn 1. And after that, Sahil Shah slotting in behind Bala Prasad there in 4th place, and those 4 instantly starting to escape, best of the rest being Manav Sharma. So, leader gone, 2nd and 3rd, nose to tail here. Arya Singh just ahead of Sahil Shah into the yellow flag zone, so it's there at turn 10, where off the road has gone Shahan Ali Mohsin's car. They all dodge past it, it's on the grass, and no suggestion of the race needing to be neutralised because of it. Down towards turn 12 then comes the battle pack for 2nd, but the leader's already gone through. Nayan Chatterjee it is up front, pulling clear. Shah attacking, defending, because right there on his tail is Bala Prasad, and flicking the car through turn 1, Manav Sharma, who's determined to try and stay with them. So there is Prasad running in 4th place. Race leader Nayan Chatterjee getting away there, 2nd, 3rd, 4th as one. Arya Singh just ahead of Sahil Shah, who in turn is just ahead of Bala Prasad. But Sahil Shah, the man from Bangalore, trying to concentrate on the attack, but conscious all the while that he's coming under huge pressure from the man behind. And as they now wriggle their way towards turn 6, is he going to be able to make that move for second place, or is he going to eventually start to be dropped and have to think about defending? Nose to tail, they come out of turn 8. And is it going to be a chance for Shah to dive up the inside? Let's see. Not there, it's not. Right there behind him is Bala Prasad. The battle's also developing now for 5th place. There, Manav Sharma is being caught by Rupesh Sivakumar as they come for the 4th time now down towards turn 10. So 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Oh, so close. But up front, Nayan Chatterjee it is with the fastest lap of the race to his credit, a 39.5, getting away. And these three, of course, because they're holding each other up, unable now to do anything about him whatsoever. Through they turn, as over the line goes number 27. So Nayan Chatterjee it is that leads the pack. 2nd and 3rd and 4th come through as one. Is there going to be an opportunity on this lap then for Shah to make his move? He's tucked under the rear wing, running in that dirty air, so he needs to get on with this. He wants to make that move as quickly as he possibly can. This is turn 3. Shah looks in his mirror to see where Prasad is. He can't afford to leave the door open, so that's going to slightly compromise just how much effort he can throw at trying to take 2nd place as they go out of the S's and now up towards turn 4. This is Shah's move up on the inside line. He's got the room. Arya Singh tries to defend. Shah up the curb, goes through, gets his nose in front, but he's on the outside line for the next corner. Arya Singh gets forced a little bit offline, and that in turn brings Bala Prasad onto his tail. But Sohail Shah has done it. He's gone through and up into 2nd place now. Straight away, he starts to get clear. A little bit of opposite lock needed to get safely out of turn 6. But now a man in a big hurry is Sohail Shah. He's lost really the best part of 4.5 laps, trying to find a way up into 2nd place. But now he's done it. What can he do about the race leader? Remember that Shah is new into these cars. First time he's raced them, whereas Chatterjee was a double winner in this championship last year. Through they turn. Down now towards turn 10. Way out wide goes Bala Prasad. Kicks up the dirt coming out of turn number 9. Through this switchback, around the back of the circuit, around the back of the paddock. That's the move. Up on the inside was Sohail Shah. Goes through, and as Arya Singh was put off his line, so Bala Prasad starts to attack as well. At the end of the lap then, Nayan Chatterjee leads the way, and the advantage going up and up and up all the time. So we have done 4 laps and 6 seconds, the advantage. Sohail Shah running in 2nd place. And their 3rd, you can see, is Arya Singh. Bala Prasad is in 4th. But Nayan Chatterjee, perhaps as feared, with no real opposition in this race. Way clear. 2nd spot coming through now is Sohail Shah. And in 3rd is the car of Arya Singh there. Now Shah's last lap was a personal best, a 1:40. Bit of task wheel there as Arya Singh hustles on out of turn 5, pressing on as hard as he possibly can. Sohail Shah goes through, still 2nd, and starting to edge away ever so slightly. But it's still, remember, Nayan Chatterjee, who is the quickest man on the circuit. He's done a 1:39.427 now as the fastest lap of the race. Out of turn 9 they come, and you can see all of those cars being lent on. Each driver trying to extract the absolute maximum, using all of the road. Just going over the timing line after a pit stop is for his drive-through penalty, Siddharth Mehiratra. A fair amount of time lost. And mayhem down at turn 10 involving Sai Sanjay, possibly Lee Deegan, but definitely there the car of Rupesh Sivakumar, which will try to get going again, but badly delayed out of all of that. So Sivakumar does rejoin. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and an ever-closing 5th now, Manav Sharma out of turn 1. 6th is the survival of the fittest. I think Lee Deegan is up to 6th. Down to 7th, up to 7th is Sai Sanjay, despite being off the road after this drama. And 8th, falling way back, of course, because of his spin, is now Rupesh Sivakumar. Sohail Shah goes through, still pushing on and still trying to bring down the lead gap, but 7.7 seconds. I don't think it's going to happen, is it? Looking very good indeed right now for Nayan Chatterjee as the race leader. So there is Sohail Shah accelerating his way out of turn 5. Now, what about Bala Prasad being caught maybe here by Manav Sharma before the end? Last time, very definitely, the gap was down by about 0.8 of a second. So the red car there of Sharma creeping into contention as far as 4th place battle is concerned. Nayan Chatterjee, though, here still way clear up the road. Through he turns down now into the right at turn 10. Way wide up the curb goes Bala Prasad in that 4th place. In fact, following the line of Singh, who follows the line of Shah pretty much. So if one goes a bit too deep into the corner, the others will follow suit. This currently is lap 7. There is Bala Prasad past the stranded car of Shaheen Ali Mohsin. And the race leader has just gone across the line, going yet faster as the fuel load lightens on the car. So it speeds up, of course. The weight comes down. 139.190 now for Nayan Chatterjee as the leader. Dare I say winner, because he's looking as though it's going to be a victory for him. So out of turn 2 goes Sohail Shah. Up to the left-hander at turn 3 with Arya Singh now, I would suggest, having dropped Bala Prasad, and that therefore means that Singh is able to concentrate on the attack for 2nd place rather than have to, as Shah was discovering earlier on, that there's the attack and the defence to focus on at the same time. Arya Singh now right there on the back of Shah. 2nd and 3rd they run. We're on lap number 8 at the moment. 7 at the moment, I should say. And the leader will be through shortly. Nose to tail there. 25 is the delayed car of Siddharth Mahindra being lapped by Nayan Chatterjee. The last thing the leader wants is to trip over a back marker here. Round the outside he goes, and in fairness to Mahindra, he did get out of the way. So there, Nayan Chatterjee will come through in a moment. Heads over the brow and then down towards turn 12 once again. Through he goes. Nayan Chatterjee then heads into turn 1 with Sohail Shah now 8.5 seconds behind him. Up towards turn 2 they go with Bala Prasad still running in 4th place, but even though the lap times are coming down, he's not really being able to do very much about the 2 cars ahead. The time is lost, and it's now, especially in a one-make formula like this, very, very hard to claw that back. Saw how close they were running earlier on, and that played right into the hands of the race leader, who is now 6.6 seconds up the road. And that does mean that Sohail Shah has brought the gap down. The last lap from Chatterjee, and I think it's down to the traffic in fairness, was a 41.4, so he did lose a second or so by having to do the overtaking of the back markers. So on lap number 9, through you look at the cars of Lee Deegan and Sai Sanjay that are running in 6th and 7th places. There is Lee Deegan winning his first single-seater race. Accelerates up through turn 5. And Sai Sanjay coming back at him there, that gap down just a fraction as they accelerate on now towards turn 7. Through that long, long right-hander. And down towards turn 8 now comes Lee Deegan. Brother Shane, very rapid in Mini Melias and then in a brief spell in the Clio Cup, sporting touring car meetings, but Lee Deegan, Honda Civic champion, down towards the turn 10 right-hander in a moment as the race leader has just started his last lap. So through has gone Nayan Chatterjee ahead of Sohail Shah, with in 3rd place Arya Singh. So a top 6 finish, seemingly, for Lee Deegan. Now, what about 2nd and 3rd? Because they are certainly not yet sorted. And I reckon also Bala Prasad is speeding up again. He's brought the gap down, has he not? So as they go by, Bala Prasad's lap times comparable to those ahead. And there, Nayan Chatterjee as the race leader is a long way clear. Half a lap remains as he comes now up towards turn 7 once again. There you can see second, third, and back with them, fourth. So Bala Prasad coming up to have a go at Arya Singh. Singh, I don't think he's going to be able to have a go at Shah because he's defending, but a lock up there doesn't help life as they go down towards turn 8. Shah a little bit crossed up out of turn 9, goes wide, kicks up the dirt into the face of Arya Singh, and Bala Prasad waiting for this to end in tears ahead of him. The checkered flag is at the ready though, as far as Nayan Chatterjee is concerned. There is the race leader coming into turn 12. Second, third and fourth, I can see out of the window, are in the same order as they head towards the timing line. It's going to be a win in the opening round of the MRF 1600 challenge for Nayan Chatterjee. Second, is it going to fall the way of Sohail Shah? It should do, unless he makes a mistake at the last corner. He does not. So Sohail Shah very happy with second, applauding himself over the line. Third goes the way of Arya Singh, and Bala Prasad takes fourth place. Fifth goes to Manav Sharma. And confirmation of the result, Nayan Chatterjee the winner, with second falling to Sohail Shah and Arya Singh taking third. Bala Prasad fourth, and a little bit distant in fifth. Manav Sharma is the best of the rest. Well, there's the man of the weekend as far as the MRF 1600 challenge is concerned. I'm very happy Nayan Chatterjee.
Arya Singh certainly wasn't giving up, were you? Right to the end, you were still fighting.
Yeah, I was. I mean, hats off to Sohail. He drove an amazing race, and congratulations to Nayan. Flawless drive by him. But my goal was to, hold on to second or catch up to Nayan, but we couldn't do that. Sohail did an excellent job, and I tried to keep up with him as much as possible. There was a little bit of incident in the last lap where I tried, I could overtake him, but eventually there was no time left. But I think it was a good start. So yeah, that's it.
Well done, thanks very much. And I'm going to make my way to second position. Sohail Shah, that was a great performance from you, a great race. Did you think so?
Yeah, well, it's my first race in these cars, and it's actually my first race weekend in these cars, obviously. But going into the race, I was a bit nervous, and I was a bit more nervous for the race start, because then these cars handle a lot different than the 1300s, especially at the starts. So it's like pretty much the opposite of what I do in 1300 is what I'm supposed to do here. 1300 I can be a bit rusty and still be quick. These I gotta be really smooth. So it's a bit different, but it's still a good race car to drive on.
Great, you've made it to the podium.
Yeah, I was hoping for that. I was a bit inconsistent during practice. I was hoping to be consistent, and I got my consistency fine. And then I think I've managed to pull off a decent race for me.
All right, well done. Thank you. And finally, I'm going to have a quick word with the winner, who's having some photos taken. Nayan Chatterjee, you've been strong throughout. That was such a great performance. 9 seconds difference between second place.
Feels great. Looking for the same kind of performance for the next 2 races also.
Okay, fully focused. Thanks very much. David, it's back to you.
So now the drivers for the Formula 1600 and Formula 1300 races, I think I'm right in saying, come to the podium. With Nayan Chatterjee, the winner of the earlier 1600 race, coming onto the podium for the top step, flanked by the other drivers. In fact, I think that might be your race 1 podium, where you've got Sohail Shah in the blue overalls. Nayan Chatterjee was the winner yesterday and today. And Chatterjee, Sohail Shah, and in the red overalls, Arya Singh, the top 3 in the first of the MRF 1600 challenge races. Let's have a look at the highlights of race 1. A demon start by Nayan Chatterjee. He cut across the front to defend from Arya Singh on the way down towards turn 1. And after that, there was just no stopping him. A dominant run by Nayan Chatterjee, but the battle was on for second place because Arya Singh came under attack from Sohail Shah. The pair of them ran together in the early part of the race before Shah eventually was able to make a move. Less fortunate, though, was Shahan Ali Mohsin, who fell off the road coming out of turn 10, and that was an early retirement on just lap 2 of the race. Shah bravely made that move at turn 4 for second place. That put Arya Singh just slightly off his stride, gave Bala Prasad a chance to challenge, but in the end, he couldn't find a way by. Nayan Chatterjee slightly delayed in the traffic, lapping the penalised Siddharth Mahindra, who'd got a drive-through for a jump start. But a win for Nayan Chatterjee, no argument about it. Sohail Shah, second on his first time out in these cars, and third to Arya Singh. 2 races tomorrow. Can Chatterjee do the treble? We'll find out. Bye for now.